only the human race. And that is what Eastern wisdom has been saying. No animals are blamed for a climate change.
Right.
You see, so why? Because they do not have a free intellect. They cannot choose freely. So our choice is bad. Our choice is wrong.
Right. Yeah.
And then we should also ask that why? No, I am earning money and I'm throwing all the garbage, and that I'm earning money. So because I am getting a benefit. So where is the problem? The problem, our master says that the right and proper action is that which not only benefit you, but it should also benefit everyone around you.
That's right.
And that is what we do not think. We have become extremely selfish. Oh, let the government do, let the government
Maybe. I think
let the government plant the
it will
trees.
never change.
It is their responsibility. They have opened the atomic power plant, but because of their plant, I'm getting an energy, electricity. But I don't start thinking out of myself, individual self, personality.
Yeah. Did you see the movie Oppenheimer?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I saw it 2 days ago, and then yesterday in the New York Times, I wrote there was a letter on the opinion page, a letter of a person who lived close to Alamo in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about it, but all of the people got very sick. They had two, three cancers, and it's over 60 years ago. I mean, it's incredible. And it was not mentioned in the movie, which,
It will not be mentioned because of our selfish motivation. Because I always think about myself and the I-ness, and that I is what we say the ego. And that ego has become limited, selfish. The greater the evolution, greater the technological advancement, our personality did not change.
no,
Our behavior and attitude did not change. So
there are no moral values. That's true.
even if we grow millions of trees, but because our values and attitude has not changed, it will continue to have a problem. But the main thing we should understand clearly that because the human being have a free intellect means we have a free will, means we have a choice to act in one or the other directions, and we do not think what is right, good, and proper for me. And if it is good and proper for me, it should be good for you also. But I don't think about it. I was given a free intellect, but I don't think that, okay, let me do, let me think and speak and act which is right, good, and proper, not only for me, but also for everyone in the world. Unless that attitude changes, we cannot find any solution to this climate change. Oh, that's why it is happening because we have lot of awareness, social campaign, promotion. So that will take hundred of years until we reach to a point where it becomes difficult to return.
Yeah, yeah. And so we're already too late.
Already too late. So you see that personality, that is the first. If we look at the way the human beings look at the life consists, it has two or three aspects. One is our behavior, attitude, understanding, impurities, and the purities of the mind. That constitutes what we say the personality. Persona is an Italian word which means mask. I wear the mask. of my behavior, attitude. What we are, we think. So if you say I is equal to, create a mathematical equation. I is equal to cherished emotions, cherished desires which I have completed and not completed, my attitude plus behavior, plus a perception, the way I see the world, this is what I am. And then what I do there, I want to extract the maximum from person, from society, from the world. And that is what the selfishness is. So if we look closely, that how I am relating to the world outside, how I'm relating to a situation, to a person, to a society, to a notion, it is all selfish motivation. Everything is boils down to this selfishness. So now look deeply that what exactly is this selfishness? Selfishness means that I want to satiate all the desires that I feel I am getting peace and happiness from the world. Desire to seek peace and happiness from the world. No doubt we need enough money to sustain, to have a physical security, to have uh, a food and the shelter. These are the minimum basic needs, no doubt about it. But what is happening? The mind is so much impure that it starts thinking that peace and happiness are located outside in a situation, in a relation, in the wealth. Money cannot buy the happiness. But I want to relate it to that. It brings me happiness. Nothing outside. Now, our masters also say that let us examine where the peace and happiness are located. Is it located in your honey? You divorce that honey, you marry, you have a soulmate, and after a few weeks and years, you divorce. I have one student here. I used to go to him for 3 years, so he learned 3 years regular sessions, almost 2 sessions a week. So intellectually he understood, but but his ego was overpowering all these principles. So during the COVID, I lost contact with him, and then I heard that he divorced his wife. Now he has come back again. So he was daily talking to his ex wife. I said, have you ever thought why you are talking? No, no, I have given her everything. I have spent thousands of dollars on her. And so I was thinking at least whether she is attached with me or not. I said, what she told you? She said, I'm very happy living in Mexico because I'm getting thousands of dollars as an alimony from you. I'm not interested in you. So now that gives me too much of pain. So I talk to her every day. Maybe one day she will say that I'm still attached to you. So are you seeking a happiness in your attachment, which you did not get while she was living with you? So it means the happiness, peace are not located in anything outside. We should be 100% clear. The more we understand, it will dissolve our ego. Ego is based on outside factors. Ego is based on the money, the physical beauty. One girl was saying, after all, there is a Miss Universe and it is beautiful. I said that I will ask you what happened to her in 2024. There will be another Miss Universe. So Miss Universe 2023 will be jealous of Miss Universe 2024. That is the way the life is. What is changing? You cannot find the peace and happiness. So there is no peace and happiness in a situation, in a relations, in a person outside. I'm talking of permanent peace. We get momentary pleasure. We get momentary pleasure. That is no doubt about it. Now we have also to ask, so first thing, that peace and happiness are not located in anything, any situation in time, space, objects, people, and relationship outside. But I have an urge, I have a constant aspiration to find peace and happiness all the time. I want to live in peace, permanent peace and happiness. So it means if there is an urge, it must be somewhere. It must be somewhere. So is it in the mind? Is it in the body? The answer is no. Why it is not in the body? Because the body becomes sick. In peace and happiness, the body cannot become sick. Is it in the mind? No, my mind gets upset. There is a mood swing. Today I feel upset, and tomorrow I feel happy. So it means it is not in the mind also. So where it lies. So that is how our masters developed an understanding that is beyond the mind, which is known as the real self. And then what is the real self? Real self is of the nature of consciousness. But how you differentiate, how you understand that consciousness from different from the mind and from the body, from the world outside. So they have said there are 6 attributes of this consciousness. First, this consciousness is beyond time. You will say, now how can you say beyond time? I was born in 1940, 1st of January. So that was the day I was born. Oh, really, you were born. So you did not exist before 1940, 1st January? No, I was in the womb of the mother. Yes. So you lived 9 months in the womb of the mother. So you existed before you claimed date of your birth? Oh, yes. So what the parents, gave, how the parents, they gave us zygote, the egg and the semen, they joined together. So do you see a consciousness in the egg and the semen? No. But from where the consciousness entered into that body in the womb? These masters have such a beautiful way of thinking. Where your consciousness has come. So you have created a mouse. Can you put consciousness here? No. So the physical body is there, but from where the consciousness is there came. Because I am conscious being. I cannot say I'm the body. So is the consciousness came from somewhere. So if the consciousness came from somewhere and entered into the body in the womb, it means it already existed before the birth of the body. It always existed before the birth of the body. It means that consciousness transcends the time. And that consciousness is me. I am not the body, breath, mind, intellect, ego, selfishness. So when I change my perception that I do not identify myself with the body, I should take maximum use with the body, the mind, intellect. They are instruments. I should use the car to travel. I should use the body to function. But I am different from the car, the same way that consciousness is different from the body. So when you say that you are born in 1940, 1st January, you have created a wrong notion. The body is born. You have lot of iron ore that we extract from the earth.
From the what?
From the earth, we become iron ore, and then we create a steel, convert that into a steel. Then when we convert the steel into a car, so can you say it is the birth of a car? The raw material is always available. So what we say, that never say that you are born and you die, because of the materials already existed in the entire universe. Your parents your parents become the medium for you to appear, which you say death, which you say birth, and it will disappear, which you say the death. How easily we say we scrap all the old cars and recycle it. In France, there's one of the biggest factory where they scrap all the cars, they extract the steel, and out of the steel they create kitchen utensils. So if the human race has an intellect which recycle the steel and creates these products, why not the universe? Why not the universe should also scrap this body and create something new? Why you are worried? Why you are worried? Why you are worried? So what we say, appearance of the body and the disappearance of the body is continue to happen. We cannot stop this. This is a universal law. It will continue. Can you prevent aging process? Answer is no. Do you increase your height? No. Right? It is genetically, and it follows the universal law. But when we don't follow the universal law, even though we grow vertically, but you don't follow the universal law, you grow horizontally. Means obese. We become obese. It is our fault. It is our fault. We don't follow the nature's law. What I like, I start eating, and then I become obese. So becoming obese is going against the nature. So that consciousness is the ultimate reality, and it is one. So first attribute is that consciousness is beyond time. And we have already understood that consciousness is also beyond the space. We cannot have any location of the consciousness. It is all pervading, like the space. So that consciousness was all pervading, also present, also present. This is a beautiful way of our masters putting it. That was also present when first time the egg and the semen go together and they created a zygote in the womb of the mother. So consciousness was already present there because it is all pervading. So it found the medium of expression. It found the medium of expression, and so we say, I am born. Fact is that I am consciousness, I was never born. Look at this. Look at the sequential, logical understanding. The steel car, the car is born, you cannot say. That steel was existing much before. It went to the plant And before it went to the plant, it was already present in the earth as an iron ore. We cannot create anything. So that is why we say that consciousness transcends the time and the space. So anything that transcends the time and the space is all pervading. That real self is all pervading. It does not go under any, it does not undergo any change. It does not modify itself. So when it does not modify itself, it is beyond the change, it is all pervading. When we recognize and realize that consciousness, that is known as awakening. That is known as realization. So what happens then? Now I is always identified with the consciousness internally. All your selfishness also drops. Instead of a consumer, you become a contributor at all the moments. It does not mean that you don't take care of your body and mind and food and shelter. You take care of that. But internally, you do not remain as a consumer. You become a contributor. You feel that you are a part of the entire existence. That's why you have a responsibility. So at least at your level, you take care of. Then we take care of ourselves. So what Master says that when every individual evolves to that level, there will never be a climate change.
Oh.
Now see that there will not, because everyone is responsible. What is responsible? From where the responsibility comes, you can say a tiger, you should be responsible. He does not understand. But I understand. So being responsible means that I make the right choice. At the personal level, at the professional level, at the family level, at the social level, at the level of the country, and at the universal level. Otherwise, I don't see any solution, because you have a democracy. One party says there is no climate change, other says there is a climate change. Because I'm not looking inside. I'm not seeing that. Look at the facts. No, my political philosophy is that there is no climate change. So I ignore the fact. I live in ignorance. I don't make a right choice. So not only that happens at the political level, that also happens at the individual level, at the family level. Look at this guy. He said, no, when I used to go to his home for a session, for a teaching, what appears outside may not be true. And I used to see them, they are hugging and they say, I love you, honey. And when do they are separated. They are separated. So now when I pointed him out that why the heck you are still seeking an approval, the person you have divorced, you are seeking an approval from her that she is still attached. That is your ego. Ego will destroy you. And that is why you are having a stress and suffering. That is why you have approached me. Continue to approach me, because I will get some money. But understand this main point. Close your eyes. Let us start. Eyes are closed, and being comfortable. Eyes are closed. Being comfortable. Being comfortable at a physical level means you adjust and align every part of the body so that the mind experiences a comfort. But now just ask yourself from where the comfort has come. We did not create this comfort. We simply have undone the discomfort. We are always comfortable, my friend. Once we pick up that understanding, this discomfort and uncomfort will never affect us. Again, pay attention. You are looking at the neck joint. Looking. You're not doing anything. You're not creating a comfort. You are looking. It means you are aware. In that awareness, you experience the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. That is all. It is already there. We need a cognitive ability to recognize that comfort. Oh, that is what you are saying. Yes. Look at the shoulder joints. Be there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Move the mind on the entire body. Be aware, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Now be carefree. You are looking at inside your head. The thoughts are coming and going. Thoughts are not the thing. Thoughts are part content of the mind. And when I know I am not the mind, how do I know I am not the mind? Any thought, every thought is separate from me. What is separate from me is not me. That is why we feel thoughts are coming and going. But at present, you never go anywhere, you never return from everywhere. That you is different from the thought. That is another way to understand being carefree. And in that state, let us become a contributor instead of a consumer. That's why we have many Shanti mantras. How we become a contributor. We have to act at the mental and emotional level. Yes, charity is another form of their contribution, social service too, but our masters are talking in a totally in a different way. At the mental and the emotional, sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. So you see that you are emotionally and mentally breaking the idea which our ego gives. So here the idea in the mantra is that may there be happiness for all. So then we go to the root of this mantra. Is happiness our essential nature? Yes. Is the happiness essential nature of every living being? Yes. Is happiness what every living being is seeking for? Yes. So when I say may there be happiness for all, I'm recognizing that happiness as consciousness exists everywhere. So the moment we think in that way, our mind changes. Our feeling towards the fellow changes. See the other line of the mantra, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Let there be peace for all. May there be peace. The same thing. Peace is the essential nature of every living species on this planet. That is why even the mosquito and elephant is seeking peace. Tiger is also seeking peace in a different way. But they cannot separate themselves from the body. That is why they are known as animals. We can separate and see as a peace consciousness. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam. Let there be completeness in all. So you see that idea was taken to all the religion, wholeness and holiness. So when I know that I am the whole, I will never feel the sense of incompleteness. When I don't feel the sense of incompleteness, I will not desire peace and happiness from the world outside. So when I don't desire the peace and happiness from the world outside, the mind will not be agitated. It remains free and independent. So what happens? The emptiness comes naturally. This emptiness is what the Buddha talks about. We force our mind to be empty from the thoughts, not possible. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Let there be an auspiciousness for all. When we remove the impurities of the mind, we find this existence, this universe is always welcome us. It always brings that auspiciousness all the time in our life. That is what the masters are talking. Look at the entire body, look at the head and the neck. I would say, look at the skin of the head and the neck, be there, feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You see that we did nothing. As far as action part is concerned, even though it is known as a practice, we are shifting our awareness from where it should not be to where it should be. You see, that is why sometimes the mindfulness is known as an effortless, natural state. So you are just aware of the skin of the head and the neck, and you experience the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look at the right arm, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Mind looks at the left arm, awareness of the left arm, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look at the rib cage. You're just aware of the rib cage. Why we do that, we will talk later. Sensation, relaxation in stillness. Looking at the belly, it's a cognitive ability, it's a recognition only. Recognition is not doing any action. Sensation, relaxation in stillness. Look at the right leg, skin of the right leg. Why I say skin of the right leg? So that your mind becomes aware of the boundary from where the leg starts and from where it ends. So it intensifies our awareness. That is why I'm saying it. Not a spatial reason. So you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look at the left leg. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look at the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Now, see if the mind is not running anywhere, and we continue to absorb the mind in that experience of the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. It results into a variety of experiences of numbness, tingling sensation, and a complete stillness in the body. And sometimes we feel as if I have transcended the body. It's not a big deal. Sometimes people talk about that I left the body. For all practical purposes, you say I'm the body and you have left the body. That is not a right statement. So now in that state, look at the breath. Just looking at the breath. Looking means you are watching, you are observing the movement of the breath. Look at the breath and its movement of the breath. You see, this movement of the breath gives us an understanding how shorter the breath is. That's why we normally breathe. Average healthy individual breathe about 18 to 21 breaths a minute. It also depends on the age, but that's a normal range. In 1 minute we breathe 18 to 21 breaths. Yes. And now become aware of the space where the breath is moving. Breath cannot move without the space. Another point of understanding is the breath bigger than the space or the space is bigger than the breath? Trillions of living species are breathing into the same space. The space is one, breath is different. Turtle breathes about 5 breaths a minute. Average human being, healthy human being breathes about 18 to 20 breaths a minute, that too in the space. Dog breathes about 45 to 50 breaths a minute. But they all, one common factor is the space. You are aware of the space on which the breath is moving. It is not moving into my lungs or anywhere. It is moving into the space first. Then we identify it as going into the lungs. First is the space. The space is universal. It is one. You cannot say that I have two spaces. Why you are doing this step? In order to transcend your mind from the clinging of the breath. Transcending the mind is mindfulness. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences and bring the hands down. How are you? Unmute.
It's easy to say to transcend the mind. That means
Yeah,
you have to go what is in the mind. And what is there a trick to do that? It's not easy.
it's not
To
easy,
let
yes. You see
that
that?
means you have to be in constant awareness.
Yes.
That's you, but
I like it, yes. You rightly understood. It means we are living consciously at every moment. Now, see the other part, that when there is a clinging in the mind, even though I claim I am living consciously, but that clinging identifies me with the body, with the breath, with the idea, with the desire, and the wrong notion. And that makes me selfish.
yeah,
So it is not that I'm selfish, it means I'm harming you. Selfish means that clinging is there, identification is there, attachment is there.
right.
And when we get rid of that attachment, we find there is only one consciousness pervading everywhere. And that is our true nature. That is the true nature, not only of me. You cannot say, no, this is my real self, is my true nature, and you are crazy. No, it is also it is also the true nature of everyone. Why? Because there is only one consciousness.
Yeah, but it's very often it's hidden. It's
Yes,
not
yes.
right.
That is why we need to do the practice constantly, develop an understanding so that the mind removes that wrong notions and it lives into that state. Uh,
Oh, I I have a question. Wait, thing.
what is
How
that?
if I send you my money?